All right. What's going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. The Clark Show. We're back. And today we're going to be reacting to something called 20 True Creepy Horror Stories Animated. My wife picked this out. Very surprised because she hates things that are horror. But yeah, like we said, welcome to the Clark Show. This is our second episode ever. This is where we yap, we laugh, and we give our opinions all through reacting. And without further ado, I mean, you got anything you want to say?
When I was thinking this is more of like a true crime
Probably
situation,
is.
animated, not so much like
Yeah, because it does say true.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, not so much like ghost and demonic stuff,
Yeah,
horror.
for sure. We played the blood of Jesus.
Yeah,
So,
man.
yeah, this guy has 550,000 subscribers. MJV Animations. I'm actually a big fan of animations. If y'all have ever looked into animating, it's a very lengthy and arduous process. So, lots of respect towards the animation team that did this. Without further ado, obviously, we're not going to react to this whole thing, not even half of it, maybe one or two of these stories. And yeah, let's get into it. And just let me know when we want to pause and talk about something because I'm absolutely sure there are going to be moments that pop up. Kids are asleep. It's not nighttime because I work tomorrow. But I'm yapping. All right.
I live in northern Utah, on the edge of a small highway town. There's not really anything but a few stores, truck stops, and motels right up along the main highway. The roads to the outskirts are all dirt, just leading to a few other homes and large private acres of forest and grassy fields. This was a pretty typical day for me. I worked remotely from home and finished up around 6.
That's a dude. What you think?
I think
I live in northern, but if the roads to the acre, I worked remotely from home and finished up around 6.
I
From
saw a
there, I
moment.
headed into town to grab some groceries and stock
This
up on a
one.
few items around the house. Even though it was a highway
That's a
town,
strange
the
narration.
highway wasn't actually all that busy, so none of the stores were ever too
Maybe he
crowded.
does the animation
I
himself.
pulled in and started shopping. While I was in there, though, I happened to notice a guy looking at me. At first, I thought nothing of it. I probably just looked over at him at an awkward timing while he happened to be looking over at me. I kept going about my
Very
shopping,
unsettling
but a couple minutes later, and in a different aisle, I saw him again in the corner of my eye. He walked into the same empty aisle I was in and stood just 5 or 6 feet to the side of me. I kept looking forward and tried to
Alright.
find what I needed, but I noticed he wasn't really moving around or grabbing anything. So I just shifted my eyes a little bit over so I could kind of see him better. Even though I wasn't looking directly at him, I could tell he was looking at me. This time I said hi, then continued about my business. The man didn't say anything back to me.
Oh,
I
hell
hurried up and grabbed what I needed and left the aisle. Honestly, I just thought the dude was a little weird, but I wasn't thinking too hard about it. I went to the checkout counter and paid for everything, then headed back out to my car. I parked in the far back of the lot, like I usually did. I tossed everything in the trunk and got in. And when I looked up at the rest of the parking lot, there were maybe 30 or 40 other cars, but something felt off. Then I saw him again. He was standing between a couple cars, looking over in my direction. He didn't have any groceries in his hands, so I don't think he even checked out or got anything. The hell was up with this guy? Probably some creepy trucker running on 2 hours of sleep or something. I pulled out of the parking lot and started heading home. The sun was mostly down by now, so the empty dirt roads were dark and quiet.
Okay. Question. God forbid, if this were you, at this point, what are you doing differently than what they've done?
Well, like in the store, just to see like, is this person just weird? Are they challenged in a way, or lastly, are they a creep? Are they trying to hurt me? Like in the store, and to like suss it out, I would like get on the call and be like, hey, husband, like, da 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 da, la, 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 you're outside, like, da da da, like that. I would do that. And if they still didn't leave, then I would try and, like, talk to, like, probably, like, another man or something that's in the store or something like that. And, like,
one that preferably is not like 5'1",
yeah.
105.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone who could essentially, protect me.
Facts.
That would probably be, like, the second thing I would do, to, like, maybe slip out the store, them walk me to my car, watch me leave, make sure no one follows me.
Yeah.
But if I'm this person at this point, like, she should have known that, like, that person.
Feel like she's not taking any precautions.
I would have driven to the police department.
Yeah, because you seen in the animation they passed the police department. I don't know if that's facts.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I parked out front and brought in the first couple bags of groceries. While putting that stuff away, I got a little sidetracked by a phone call from my dad, but eventually I got back to it and headed back outside to my car to grab the rest of the groceries. When I did, I saw something. I had to squint and let my eyes adjust to the dark for a moment, but far out and kind of off the side of the dirt road, there was a truck. Its lights were all off. I could only see the general shape of it, silhouetted by the night sky. I own just under 4.
That's when you go back in the house and you get your safety. You get your mouse tool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's.
You get the blicky.
Yeah, that's
40 acres of land. So where that truck was on my property.
Exactly.
It definitely wasn't there when I drove home. And if it was just turning around or lost, why would it be parked with no lights on? I slowly walked up to my car and got my groceries out, keeping an eye on the truck the entire time. The best possibility I could think of was that it could be just some regular driver that pulled off the highway and thought that this empty land would be a good place to sleep instead of paying for a motel. Even though it was on my property, I wasn't going to make a fuss if I didn't have to. You never know who could be in there. Or what.
I wasn't going to make a fuss if I didn't have to. First of all, hey, bro, you could be as tired as you want. You're not sleeping here. That's it. This is my house. This is my land. You're not sleeping. I don't
this is
make
my
a fuss.
Acreage. You have no rights.
Hey,
no
man,
nothing. Like, if it's you need rest, like, okay, then you can go to the lot next door, down the road.
Like this is almost like I leave my door unlocked and then I hear it open, and then when I come out, it's a homeless dude on the couch. And I'm like, I'm not going to make a fuss, man, if I don't have to. No, get out. Get out. Oh,
they might do. I went back inside. After tossing the groceries away, I opened up the curtains on the front of the house just so I could keep an eye out there. Over time, say the next hour or so, I felt less and less nervous about it and thought that it was almost surely a driver sleeping. Still strange, but harmless. I spent another hour in the living room, watching a show, and never saw the truck move. It was getting late, so I closed the curtains and went upstairs to get in bed. I think I fell asleep pretty quickly. However, in the middle of the night, I woke up having to use the restroom. I never checked the time, but I think it was probably 2 or 3 a.m. I got up, half asleep, and walked across the bedroom floor and into the hallway where the bathroom was. As soon as I opened the door, I heard a creak downstairs. I'd never heard that happen before. I listened for a second, then closed and reopened the door to see if it happened again, but it didn't. I walked to the end of the hallway and looked down the stairs. It was all dark down there, only a small amount of moonlight coming in from the kitchen windows. But there was something in that downstairs hallway. I could see a shadow moving ever so slightly on the side of the wall. I couldn't tell if it was actually in the hallway or maybe outside the back door and the shadow was just reflecting onto the wall, but I immediately felt my heart pumping. I quietly backed up and went back into my room, closing the door as slowly and carefully as I could so as to not bring any attention. Then I got my
It's too
phone
late.
and
You already
called the
freaking
police.
opened the door and
I kept
reclosed
my
it.
voice low. For the first 5 minutes I waited, I didn't hear anything. I started doubting that they were in my home until
You
suddenly
want to
I
doubt until
heard
they punch you.
creaking again. Very slow until suddenly I heard creaking again. Very slow and very subtle, walking across the floor below me. It sounded like they went into the living room. A minute later, a cop car showed up. There was a scurry of footsteps running around down there, and eventually leaving my home just as the officers ran up. Thankfully, they caught him running back up toward the truck that was parked in the field. Disturbingly, I recognized him as the creepy guy from the store earlier. I guess he really was stalking me.
So here's my problem. First of all, both of these incidences by themselves are bad enough. The fact that this happened right after somebody was following you at the grocery store, how are you more likely to believe that it's a lost trucker trying to take a nap than to connect it to the weird, creepy guy with no groceries in his hand that was following you around in the grocery store and was staring at you and seeing your car? Survival
Terrible.
instincts of a potato chip. And then you go to sleep, sleeping sound after watching TV. It sounds like you had a great day.
It's crazy. It's honestly crazy.
I had to remember. I had to tell myself this is a true story. Like, this isn't just made up.
It truly is people out here just like
Oblivious to everything.
Like,
Just
that's just not the way of the world. Some people are very evil.
I hope they don't get unalived.
Even worse than him following me and breaking into my home, he was armed. The guy claimed he was just trying to rob me, but from the looks of it, it seemed way more personal than that. And I don't know how long he was inside my home for, but he never took anything. He didn't even have a backpack to take anything with. Plus, he knew I was home. He probably was watching me from somewhere outside all night. What he really would have done is better left unknown. This was during a road trip last summer. I was taking a long route home from...
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think, like, I don't know about you, but I'd like to react to more of these. Maybe not consecutively. I mean, it's pretty interesting. Thoughts? I'm dumbfounded. Like,
That guy's voice is super monotone. It's
very monotone, very boring.
I was
No
like,
emotion.
oh my gosh. I think I actually yawned like once.
It's a good thing it's 2:20 and not 11 p.m.
Yeah.
So you good. You good on reacting to these in the future. Which is fine. We react to everything. There's a bunch of stuff out there.
Don't be like that girl and that animated clip. Go with your gut. If you think somebody's following you, then the best thing to do is think that they're following you and take actions to be safe and watch out. I can't tell you how many times I thought someone was following me, like my car, but they weren't.
I remember it. Like, you would tell me.
I
For like
I,
4 lights,
for a
it's the
while.
same
I
car
used
behind
to,
me.
yeah, for a while, like I was
Better
used
to be paranoid than oblivious.
Yeah, I used to be paranoid. Like,
Yeah.
are they following me? And
But
I
like,
was
okay,
like,
before we end the video, like, just kind of talk about that as like being paranoid and always on guard to like your surroundings and men as a woman. Because for me, I've never had to worry about that. My stature is big, tall, athletic, black. You know, so it's like it doesn't even cross my mind getting gas at night. Besides, let me watch out for suspicious activity because sometimes people, in the nighttime, that's when people like to get active and things like that.
I would say like I definitely feel super safe with you. Like when I'm by myself, I'm definitely like paranoid and like.
Those glasses are really nice, by the way. Yeah, she just got new glasses today.
So I got me some new glasses. They came finally. Anyways, yeah, when I'm by myself, like I'm short and a woman. Like, obviously, you can be strong as a woman, but it gets to a point. A man,
biologically, it's over.
Yeah, it's over. And they say, like, don't walk around with a frown but honestly, it's a safety mechanism. It honestly is, because you be too friendly. Like, when you're grocery shopping, obviously you're always passing by someone, and if you're looking around and like you pass someone and y'all like accidentally bump cars or something, you're like, sorry.
Right.
But if you're just like too like, certain men, they be like, like, no.
What's this? Explain this. Like, what's
Like,
that?
it's like, oh, she kind of cute. Like, should I say something or should I say something? But it's just more like, you gotta be like,
she kind of cute. Like,
you really gotta hit like that.
Don't even make them think.
For real. It's just like, and then like, you have the frown and you're walking. Some men, like, they don't care. They don't care at all. So
they're not even looking at your face.
You really have to be like aggressive almost. You really have to, like, you can do it like smoothly. Like, you don't need to be outrightly be like, blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't have to do that, but you can't be too nice. You can't be too nice.
Can't be too nice. It's better to be paranoid, like she said, than to be oblivious, like she was in this video. I can't fathom how you don't make that connection. You were on the phone with your dad. You didn't say anything. You just said, all right, bye, Dad, like it was a regular day. And then you want to call the police after you hear creaking downstairs. And also, first of all, you hear a creak downstairs when you open your room door upstairs. Why in the world would you close the door again and open it, thinking that your door opening from upstairs is going to trigger a creak downstairs? Hey, man. Like, survival skills, man. I'm not the most survival type person, but it's like, you know when they say common sense, not so common? I don't know. That's what it makes me think of. But, I mean, that's going to be it for this one, y'all. It's been the Clark Show. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We will catch y'all in the next video.
Peace.
Peace.